Hello everyone. Welcome to this new video. Today we're going to talk about Shadow Drive. I'm working on some more videos about smart contracts, but while I'm doing that, I thought I'll release this quick video about Shadow Drive that I used for my latest collection, the 3D Tyson dogs that were released yesterday. So about the Shadow Drive, so that's a storage solution on Solana, and that's fast, that's pretty cheap, and that's easy to use. So there's a CLI that we'll check out first, and then we'll check out an interface that we can use to upload files without having to code anything. But let's first have a look at the CLI that GenesysGo provides. So GenesysGo is the company, and they're doing this Shadow Drive. And you can find the documentation here on docs.genesysgo.com. I'll put it in the description as always. So you can read more about what it does and like how it works and everything. But we'll skip directly to here price. That is important. So for 1 GB of storage, it costs 0.25 Shadow. So that is about 8 cents. That's definitely interesting. So yeah, why not use it? Let's check it out. So CLI, let's open command line. So command prompt in Windows, and then copy this instruction. It would install the CLI globally with the -G. And then once we've done that, we can go through the Solana installation. So they do recommend here using WSL, but we can also do it on Windows. If you go to the Solana documentation for installation, you can take this curl command to download Solana on Windows. So I can copy that. And then use the second one to actually install Solana. Mine is already installed. I might have it just a slightly earlier version, so it won't take long, but it could take a little longer for you. All right, all done. And to verify that it has worked, we can try the command chdw drive --help. And yes, we have a response. We could also do version, like in many softwares, to get the version. All right. So it is running on the Solana mainnet. So we'll try it out on the mainnet right now. So let's continue. Then you need a key pair. I have one already. Let's create a new one. Solana key gen new. And then O, and then you can add the path that you'd like. I'll put it in the same path as always, the username .config Solana, and then whatever the name of the key we want. Let's call it Shadow Drive. Why not? .json. All right, the passcode again, and there it is. We have the public address of the wallet. Now we can have a look at Solana config with Solana config get, and we want to set up this new key pair as the key pair path. So the command is Solana. Let me just close this so you see a little better. There it is. The command is Solana config set key pair, set -- key pair, and then you would copy the path to the key pair you've just created. All right, and there it is. We have the new key pair, and then we'll need to verify that we are on the mainnet for the RPC. So it is the case, but otherwise, the command would have been Solana config set URL --URL, and then the address. So you would do that, and then to verify, you could, for example, check your balance, Solana balance, and here it's a new wallet, so you don't have anything inside, obviously. Let's add this wallet to our Phantom wallet. So that's just here. And we can go here and do add import private key. So we want to import the content of the private key. Let's open it up with the editor. It could be it could be a text editor. And we'll just I did Control A to select everything and then copied everything. So let's try that again. Add private key and then do Shadow Drive. Import. And we have it here. Great. So we need to send a little bit of Sol in this drive for this test. I'll send a little bit from my other wallet. I have $3 here. Let's try with $3. It wouldn't cost that much. Let's see. Shadow Drive. Let's do 0.10. $2. We'll see if we can make it. All right, Shadow Drive. Let me just reload that. All right, we got the 0.1 Sol, and for this Shadow Drive, we need to get some SHDW. We need the token of the Genesys Go, and so for that you can go into the double arrows and then select here the Genesys Go token. That is the SHDW. This one, the Shadow token. All right, I want to change like half of my stack. So for 0.05, I'd get 6 Shadow. All right. Yeah, let's do that. Swap it. All right, all done. So if we go back here, I am left with 0.045. There's probably some transaction fees more than that. And then the Shadow token should also show in the wallet. There it is, 6 Shadow tokens. So we're ready to launch this command to create the drive. Let's do that. So creating a storage account. So let me just go through the 3 commands that we want to do. We want to create the storage account. Then we want to upload some files, so maybe a file and some folders. Then we want to delete a file. And then I'll skip some of these that are reduction of size, and I'll do the delete of a storage account. So let's do all that and following this few steps. All right, let's start with this creating the storage. So the command is always starting with shwdw and then drive. And then here you want to do create storage account. You want to add the key pair, that is -kp, and then the path to the key pair that should be hosting this drive. So we'll put the one from our config here, and then the name of the drive, let's put cool test drive. Why not? And then we want to add a -s with the space that we want to do. So for this test, we don't need that much space, and I don't have that much money. So let's do like 1 gigabyte. It's not much, but I think it should do for this example. So I think that's it. That's all we need. Let's run this command. They're saying it's the first storage account Shadow Drive. Yes. So let's confirm we're agreeing with that. And then it would require 0.25 Shadow to set up. We do have 6, so we're ready. And we have the transaction going through. We'll wait a couple minutes, a couple seconds. And there it is. And so what it did, so it took this JSON file, this key pair we have locally, and then he created a new account that is the actually drive. So we can copy this account number. I'll put it in a notepad just in case, and we can use that in later commands and in the interface that I'll show later. Let's try to get this information if we lost it somehow. There's a command that is called get storage account. So it's basically the same thing, but you still need your key pair, I believe, and you do get storage account. So SDrive get storage account and then the key pair. And then if you run that, they'll tell you, well, with this key pair, you do have this storage account called test drive. All right, that's cool. And what if I choose it? Oh yeah, they give you a little more detail on what's the public key and stuff. All right, that's cool. All right, let's upload a file. So just a one file. Let's do. Let's just do a text file. All right, and let's put some stuff in it. This is a test. All right, so what's the command? The command for a file, upload file, you add the key pair and then you add the file. So let's do this. SDrive upload. What is it? Upload file. Then the path to the file. So in our case, it is OneDrive desktop. I think. Let me just double check that. So let me just go there. All right, testing. Yeah, we're there. Let's try that again. SDW drive. Then I'll add the upload file. Then we want to put the -F for the path to the file. And since we're in the desktop here, I'll just put the local, so this root, the current folder, .text, testing.text. That's testing.text. And then we'll put the key pair, that is -KP, and then I've saved the key pair here, so we can copy it. All right, uploading. Okay, so I think it has worked. Let's see. Yeah, it's just asking me which drive did I want to use. So I did want to use the one drive that exists. And so it did upload one file to the system. So then how do you access the files? So files are always at the same address. So if I just lower this, so they're always at this address, the shadow drive GenesysGo.net. Then you would just add the address, the account of your drive, and then the name of the file. So here it's testing.txt. And so you can always find the file at this address. There it is. This is a test. That's the text file I've saved in the drive. Pretty cool, right? And like that costs us almost nothing. Like for 1 gigabyte of data, it's like I spent a few cents only. So that's really very interesting. And even for your own collection, if you're doing an NFT collection, you can use Shadow Drive as a storage for your images and JSON files. So that's what I did with my latest one, as I said. So that's the same principle. If you want to do a folder, let's try to put that into a folder, see if we can do it as well. Folder. I don't know, not inspired by names today. And inside the folder, let's just change the name of the file so it doesn't overwrite the previous one. This is a second test. All right. Why? Because they will not be uploaded as a subfolder, but as a new file into the drive. So if it's the same name, it would not upload it because it already exists. So let's do the command. So I'll just grab that again. There was this command here, the shadow drive, upload multiple files, and then you'd pass the -d for directory. Let's try that. So that is chdw drive upload multiple files. Then we pass the key pair that we've saved here. It's pretty convenient. Just some space. All right, and we'll pass the drive. So since we're in the desktop, we can pass D and then the folder directory, right? So it's asking which storage, same one, and it's uploading the one file. You can see here on the desktop the logs for the uploads. So because we're in the desktop, it puts it there. And so let's have a look at it inside. It says we've uploaded the testing2.txt. It's uploaded, and then we have the path to the file here, which is pretty convenient. So you can go straight to the file. This is the second test. So that did work. How about deleting it? So we made a mistake. We want to delete that file. So for deletion, there is a little mistake here in the documentation. This specific code is for overwriting an existing file. So we'd pass the edit file and then pass the new file that should have the same name. But instead, there is a delete file command. So let's use that instead. So let's try that. Delete file. Then we put the URL. Let's go back to the commands. That was the URL, yes, or -u, maybe the simplest one. And we can copy again the path, the file, and then the key pair, kp. This. All right, and this works. That do mention that the file was successfully deleted. So let's just double check. Yeah, it doesn't exist. All right, and before our last step of deleting the whole drive, I want to take a step back and show you this interface that I found from one of the community members of Genesys Go. I found it in the Discord. It's called SDrive.app. And here you can connect your wallet, so the wallet that has the drive set up, and it's actually going to look and find your drive, and you have all the commands that you could do through the CLI, but on the interface. And let's see, I should have one file, yes, the testing.txt, and I can actually upload some files. It's like let's put this image of a high five. And we could do upload, and it's going to ask you for an approval through the wallet, and then you'll have it uploaded here. So a very good interface to manage your files, and you can see everything you have. There is no subfolders, but everything in the same drive. Then you can actually also create a drive here. All right, and now that I've showed you this tool, let's go back to the CLI and delete our drive through the CLI. So delete the storage account. This is the shadow drive, delete storage account, and then the key pair. Such dw drive, delete storage account, and then the key pair of these storage. Right, so then it's probably going to ask me which drive I want to delete. If I had several ones, I could use the arrows to select, but here I don't have the choice. Let's delete this 1 GB storage. All right, let's do that. Storage account deletion succeeded. Successful. We can revert it before the next epoch. That's fine, we want to delete it. Once the account is fully deleted, you receive the sole rent and the shadows taken back into your wallet. So that's automatic at the next epoch. All right, that we covered everything about Shadow Drive. So if you plan on using Shadow Drive for your collection, I can show you the config that you should set up for this to succeed. So this is the config file of the 3D Titan dogs that are released yesterday. So if you go into the upload method, if you put CHDW, that we use the Shadow Drive, then you would just add an extra field called SHDW storage account. You can find that in the docs of Metaplex, and add your storage number here. So the one that is provided once you create it. You put it here, and it should be the same wallet that is creating the collection, and yeah, you're ready to go. So I hope that was helpful for you, that you consider using Shadow Drive for your next collections. I think that's a very powerful tool and a very good storage solution, especially with the interface. Before I go, maybe I can talk a little bit about my own collection. If you're familiar with my videos, you know the drill. I'm the creator of the Titan Dogs. I'll show you the website. That is these lovely dogs in Titans. And what's the benefits of Titan Dogs? So when you get the NFT, you get access to a GitHub with a ton of scripts that are useful for creators. There's an airdrop tool. There's a whitelist dApp. So that is a gumdrop integrated into a minting dApp. That's the one I use for my 3D Titan Dogs mint that is still ongoing for holders of the collection. So you'll have an interface like this. It already detects your wallets. Here's saying you're not whitelisted. And if I connect to a different wallet, let's do an actual holder wallet. It would let you through the minting dApp, and you can claim your gumdrop token, so your whitelist token, and then mint. So that's a pretty cool tool if you want to do a free drop, or if you want to do a whitelist with a gumdrop. That's all in one. What else there's NFT generator, like a snapshot tool with JavaScript. That's a little easier to use than the MetaBoss. I mean, a lot of stuff, and you've probably seen that from a previous video as well. So a lot of stuff with these collections and a great community on Discord. So if you're interested in all that, you can check out my project. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Have a good weekend, guys. Bye.